Okay, what we're looking at here is the Afrika Korps Kubelwagen from Dragon that comes completely assembled. I picked this up a couple years ago, and it's pretty good. Haven't made any effort to RC it or not, because underneath it, now that's an Afrika Korps Kubelwagen kit with all the pieces in it ready to go. And then the other day, this one showed up. This is another 1/6 scale Afrika Korps Kubelwagen kit. And I bought this because I got a really, really good deal on it. And I figure eventually one of my buddies will want to build one and I'll be able to pass the savings along. But that's not really why we're here today. What showed up today was two items. One was the 30 cal for the Jeep, which I've already mounted. I'm going to have to do a little more work to the post on that, but now that's the 50 cal laying on the Jeep there, but you can see the 30 cal is just a much better fit for the Jeep. The 50 cal was so long, the back handles were actually even with the rear spare tire there, so I think the 30 cal is going to work out much better. And it was pretty cheap too. With shipping it was under $30. But the reason we're here today is because this is going to be our next project, and we're going to do the box opening video on it right now. This is a Dragon 1/6 scale Panzer II. You'll notice that the eBay seller sent it to me with postage stamps. That's a heck of a lot of postage stamps there. But okay, let's open this bad boy up and see what's inside it. This project is going to take priority over all else. Until this tank is running, it's priority number one. I intend to make this fully RC with sound, turret rotation, gun elevation. Of course, the tracks will work. Now that's one thing I'm kind of worried about, is the tracks. I've always heard that these tracks are pretty weak and don't hold up well. So maybe what I might do is try to print new tracks in PETG or maybe even ABS. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here, man. A lot of stuff. And that's the, I believe that's where the turret sits, right there. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's gonna take a while. The most important thing, though, the thing that I'm not seeing yet, is instructions. It's supposed to be a brand new kit. Here we go. The instructions are right here. Now there's the instructions for the Panzer II. Now this is the Ausf, not the B, and I'm not exactly sure what the differences are, but I'll figure it out as I go. So it looks like this is going to be the bottom of the lower hull. I can't really see what's going on with the camera. Let me flip this over. Okay, this is going to be the bottom of the lower hull. So it's going to be a fairly good sized tank. I mean, the P2 in real life was not a large tank. But the intention here is we're going to go completely through this. Naturally, we'll put bearings in all the road wheels. I'm not sure about the suspension yet. I would really like to rebuild the suspension and get something functional. I'll have to look around on the forums and see what other guys have done. I know I am definitely not the first person to build one of these or to RC it. But everything appears to be in good shape. What do we got here? Oh, here we go. Tracks, baby. We got track links. Let me tell you, every one of these is going to have to be removed from the sprue. Oh, now here's something bad. My muffler got crushed. There's the muffler screen, and it got crushed a little bit. But that's nothing we can't fix. What else we got in here? Oh, and look at that now. That's pretty cool right there. That makes my day. That's like a rotation ring, okay? I mean, it's toothed like a gear under the turret. So that's going to make things a lot easier to RC. I can make my own mating gear to go with that, and maybe put it on a continuous rotation servo or something like that. But everything looks good. I don't see anything that's obviously broken or damaged in any way, except for the muffler screen. And then here's an interesting little sprue right here. Now these look like the guns. I'm not sure which number machine gun this is, but I'm seeing pieces for at least one machine gun here. I'm not sure if it's an MG34 or perhaps some other model. I still haven't even researched to see exactly what kind of armament this tank had. But all this stuff has got to get moved to the hobby room, opened up, cleaned up. Everything's got to be painted. I'm going to paint it in Africa Corps colors to go along with the Africa Corps Kubelwagens. And that's one of the reasons I've been stocking up on Tester's Africa Mustard, because that makes a really great base. I use it as a primer. The Tester spray cans, I'll use that Africa Mustard as a primer, and then when I get ready to do the finish paint, I'll break out the Iwata airbrush and use the Dunkelgelb 43, which is another one that's being discontinued. So I've been stocking up on that wherever I can find it, and I've got about 3 bottles, which if I use the Africa Mustard for a base, I think the 3 bottles of Dunkelgelb will be enough. And another good thing about using the Africa Mustard is that if you do it right, it's almost like you pre-shaded, because the Africa Mustard is darker. So if you paint the Dunkelgelb on and like start in the center of the different panels and not get into the lines, it comes out pretty good. You'll see. It does, though. It looks like it's been pre-shaded. So that's where we're at right now. We are about to start the Panzer II RC tank project. We're going to use the Dragon 1/6 scale kit. And like I said, I'm going to go whole hog on this. As many places as I can put bearings and braces and whatever else I need in there. I'm going to do my very best to make this just as good a tank as the Hetzer. Speaking of which, there she is over there. I think she's getting a little jealous, though. The new P2 is getting all the attention. But, you know, 1/6 scale, the models are very, very large. I mean, I don't have room here, especially for a King Tiger. Somebody like Master Sergeant Mike, he's got a little land around his house, and he's got a nice building that, I don't know if it's a garage or pole barn or what, but he's got a special building dedicated to his tanks. It might just be a garage for all I know. But I've seen pictures of the inside, and that man's got some really nice tanks, and he's got a good place to work on them. Here, I don't really have that kind of space. So if I were to buy a King Tiger or a Tiger 1, I'm not entirely sure I'd be able to get it in the house. The way my house is set up and the way the doors are, it's very difficult to get the Hetzer in and out. And a King Tiger, I don't think I'd be able to get it out the door. So I don't know. The dream still is to acquire a Panzer III in 1/6 scale from Armortech. The Panzer III is absolutely my favorite tank, and I'd like to get the Armortech version someday. It's just a question of, will I ever have enough money, you know? So listen, if anybody's watching who's really rich or hit the lottery or something, you know, if you want to buy me a Panzer III, I absolutely promise I would not be mad at you. Yeah, right. Better luck next time. All right, so that's where we're at, and that's what's going on. We got the new 30 cal in the Jeep. We picked up the Panzer II. And that's going to be project and priority #1 from here on out until it's finished. So I will post more videos as it goes. I'm going to start a thread at RCU on this project. I would do one at RCTW, but you know, they banned me. Can you believe that? RCTW banned me because I wouldn't put up with all the crap that their moderator wanted to give me. They've got one moderator there that will go nameless that is just a real piece of work. And then there's another moderator who's in a close second as far as that goes. And the two of them decided that my presence was no longer necessary at RCTW, and I know it's a poorer forum without me. Several people have already commented that my contributions were extremely valuable, and for what happened, I should not have been banned. And in all fairness, they offered to lift the ban, and I told them no. You know, if that's the way you guys are, I really don't need you anyway. So you guys can see me here on my YouTube channel or at RCU and still follow all the same projects, and I'll try to help everybody as much as I can. So if you need something, or you know, if I can help you with something, comment in the comments section below the video. Just be patient, because sometimes it takes me a while to get to those. So until we get more progress on the Panzer II, we will see you next time.